Yo, what's up, my reviewers? It's your boy, Robert the Reviewer, coming at you with another review, another video. So, today, I got in the mail my new deck of cards, my reproduction deck of Highlanders L.I. Cohen, New York. So, there we go. This is it. I bought this deck of cards Tuesday, and I got them in today. So, but this is the back of the box. And this is the front. Now, Highlanders were famous uh, during, I guess, in the 1800s, they were famous. So, but it says here 1864 poker deck by U.S. Games. And it says here a reproduction of a Civil War era poker deck with full length, single ended court figures. Decks used during the Civil War did not have corner indices. Now, corner indices meaning numbers, the numbers on the card. So, and uh, they are, and of course, they're squared. Okay, these cards are squared, meaning that they don't have the round uh, corners. They have the sharp corners. So, and unfortunately, these are not made in the USA. These are made in Italy. Here we go. For a deck of Civil War reproduction playing cards, they're made in Italy. Even though on the box it says they're made in New York, or supposed to be out of New York, and that's an irony. That is a big irony. So, um, doesn't really have a date on when this specific deck, this reproduction deck was made. So I don't know how recently these cards were made. So bought these off of eBay for about 12 something, 12.88, 12 something, I don't know. So here we go. We're gonna open up the box. Look at the inside. That's what the edges would, the outside part of the cards would look like. So here we go. So this is supposed to be the original Ace of Spades that the deck would have came with back then. But because of historians getting confused on what the Ace of Spades would have looked like, they went from this to giving us this. So here's the back of the card. See, the corners are sharper. They're not round, giving that square. Now, here's my favorite deck right here. These bicycle fashion teal and white. These are my favorite bicycle cards. And I will pull up one of the jokers and I'll show you. Now, this deck of cards that I got don't have any jokers. You just got a deck. That's all. So, here's how you can tell. See that round corner? Sharp corner. So, And that's what the back of my fashion teal and white cards look like. But I'm not reviewing that deck. I'm reviewing my reproduction Civil War deck. So you're probably wondering, what do these cards feel like? Well, they feel like they're made out. They feel stiff and gritty, a tiny bit, a little gritty. So they're stiff. They're a little bit gritty. But however, uh, but however, you can fan them. Let me see if I can do it. See, you can fan them. So they're fannable. So these cards, like I said, they feel stiff and a little gritty, and they have some sort of a plastic coat to them, some sort of a plastic coat. But all in all, this deck, will it last as long as Bicycle or Arco? I don't know. I don't know. I never had the cards long enough to know how many years they will hold up. They did, however, come with 2 additional cards telling you about the early American playing cards. So it has a history of not only early American playing cards, but also about L.I. Cohen. That was based out of New York. Um, yeah. And these cards, they're not white, they're in an ivory color. So I got another deck of cards coming in tomorrow, and those are going to be my Star Wars Force Awakens Resistance versus First Order uh, playing cards, and they are going to be by Cardamundi or Cardamundi, however you want to pronounce it. Now, I've had that Star Wars deck before a long time ago, but then my stupid self had to go and lose the cards, and so I had no other choice but to throw the deck out because I lost the cards. That was way before I started collecting cards. So, but these Civil War cards, with me being a Civil War history buff and collecting cards, these will make a great addition to my card collecting. So, uh, but I will show you all of the cards individually. Okay, so there's no indices, meaning numbers in the corners, and there's no round corners. These are squared. So here's the Ace of Spades. And like I said, this is the back. So we got the Ace of Spades. Now, people say that this deck of cards, these are the same exact ones that were supposedly used in the movie Gangs of New York. I don't know. I couldn't see these exact same looking cards in the movie, but that's what people say. Here's the Two of Spades. Here's the Three of Spades. Here's the Four of Spades. They look old, I know. Here's the Five of Spades. Here's the Six of Spades. Here's the Seven of Spades. And you know what? Since I'm reviewing these Civil War cards, oh, well, guess what? I put my Civil War hat across my room, so I was going to wear my Confederate kepi, but to set the mood, but anyway, here's the ace, here's the 8 of clubs. Not 8 of clubs, 8 of spades. So this is the 8 of spades. Here's the 9 of spades. Here's the 10 of spades. And here is the Jack of spades. As you can tell, the Jack, these are gonna be the face cards that I'm gonna show you. So the Jack, as you can notice, does not have a mirror image. Okay, as you can tell, the Jack actually has legs and feet. That's what the face cards would have looked like back then. So there's the Jack of spades, and here is the Queen of spades. Queen of spades looks like an autistic child drawing someone's face. Here we go, the king. The king looks like a kindergartner with autism drawed this. Look at the face of this king of spades. Look at the face. It looks like a little kid tried to draw that shit. I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of it, but geez. Here is the ace of hearts. Here's the 2 of hearts. Here's the 3 of hearts. Oh, there we go, dropping cards. Here's the 4 of hearts. 5 of hearts. 6 of hearts. 7 of hearts. 8 of hearts. Now these are what cards would have looked like I said, back then, in the 19th century and back. So, we didn't get numbers on, we didn't get indices on the cards till the turn of the 20th century. So, here we go. 9 of hearts. Right there. 9 of hearts. 10 of hearts. Jack of hearts. Queen of hearts. King of hearts. Now you're probably wondering, well, if you play like 5 card stud, 7 card stud, or Texas Hold'em with these, and you see somebody have like a face card that's upside down, and they go to flip their card over, you'll know exactly what they got. Well, that's true. That would indicate that they would have a face card. However, you also have the aces. You know, there are 3 aces that you gotta that you would probably want to flip over to get it all right side up. So it's like you really don't know at the same time, because they might have a face card, or they might have a ace, a couple of aces or whatever. I mean, the only ace that you wouldn't really want to flip over is the ace of diamonds. So I don't know, that's just me. So here's the Ace of Clubs. And these, I think, would be great, a great deck of cards to buy if you are a history buff on the Civil War, or that you're a card collector. These would make uh, a great collector piece. So here is the Two of Clubs. I'm telling you, I love the way that that these suits look. It gives you that Red Dead Redemption feel. You ever played Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Redemption 2? And you see the way these cards would look and all that? It just gives you that feel. Or if you ever played, so this is the Four of Clubs. And I showed you before the Three of Clubs. So, but, or if you ever watch like those old West movies, like The Gambler, you'll see cards like these that have no indices, but only the suits. I've seen that movie, The Gambler, with Kenny Rogers, and that's a good movie. So this is the Five of Clubs, the Six of Clubs, the uh, Seven of Clubs. Now you're probably wondering, how do I memorize all this? Like, how do I memorize who is which card is that number? Like, how much is that card? Well, if you practice with your regular cards, like get them out every day and shuffle them and sort them and sort them back into order, the whole deck back into order every day, like 5 times a day, you'll memorize the suit. You'll memorize the way the suit is. So this is an 8 of clubs, 9 of clubs, 10 of clubs, Jack of clubs. Ain't that cool? His legs look derpy. The Queen of clubs. I tell you, that Jack of clubs be trying to get those King Henry VIII thighs, but they came out wrong. So here's the King of clubs. My friend told me to get these because they look interesting. So here we go. Ace of diamonds. Two of diamond. Two of diamonds. Three of diamonds. See, the diamonds are pretty easy for me. Four of diamonds. Man, I just love these cards. I don't care. Five of diamonds. I want to try to get me some 18th century reproduction playing cards. Um, Six of diamonds. I mean, you just gotta love the back, though. This is a borderless back, and I love these borderless backs. I have a couple decks that are borderless, which are my two casino quality cards that were actually from some of these casinos, and my B deck, my B club special deck with the diamond back, the borderless diamond back. So this is the Seven of Diamonds. Beautiful, beautiful. These are beautiful examples, in my opinion. Eight of Diamonds. So if you ever want to get a deck of these cards for your collection, I mean, I recommend it. I recommend it to get this deck in your collection. However, So, I do know that some of these decks are made in Italy, and there's even some that were printed or made in the United States. So if you do get your hands on ones from the United States, that's a great find. So nine of diamonds, 10 of diamonds. So don't get poked on these corners, because you can get hurt from getting jabbed by these corners. I swear, man, these corners. So here's the jack of diamonds. Queen of diamonds. Queen of diamonds kind of looks like a man. Kind of looks like King George III in a dress. Then the king of diamonds. Here we go. So yeah, the cards look like. So this is how thick the deck is. So if I put my fingers right there, look at that, that's thick. I mean, let me see if I can compare to how thick this is. Probably about, they are as thick as my pointer finger. So now I gotta sort them back to what I had them. Because when I sort my decks, I like to have the diamonds on the bottom and the spades on the top. So, but yeah, that's all I can tell you about the texture. The texture is stiff and a little rough, a little gritty. I mean, um, um, and they have some sort of a plastic to them, some sort of a plastic feel to them. It's weird. I can't describe it, but I mean, as far as I know, you can play with these cards. They're made to be played with. If you're a reenactor and you want to get these cards, go ahead. I think you should get these. I would not recommend getting the Old West ones, because people say that those uh, feel much more harder and rougher than these reproduction Civil War ones. I don't know, but I do know that people say that the reproduction Old West cards don't have a plastic to them. They feel kind of like cardboard. So, U.S. Games, if you are out there watching my video, I'm giving you and your company a shout out to U.S. Games. So, as you can tell on the front, the person that's on the front is supposed to be a Scotsman from Scotland, and as you can tell by by these two tax stamps, these are of George Washington. And yes, these are supposed to be tax stamps. So, beautiful. So, that's all I got to say about this deck of cards. They came in today, like I said, in the mail, and I was more than happy and anxious to make a video, and I couldn't make a video because I was up all night and had to sleep through the day, and here I am. It is almost 1 o'clock in the morning, so there we go. I reviewed this deck, and tune in for another video soon, because well, I should say stay tuned for the next video that's going to be coming, because I'm going to be reviewing my Star Wars Force Awakens Resistance versus First Order Cardamundi deck. So, I do know that the Kylo Ren ones are a little more pricey than the Resistance versus First Order, because I believe that more people wanted the uh, the Resistance versus First Order than the Kylo Ren ones. And usually, what decks that uh, are popular and being bought up, there's more and more those decks become more common. But the ones that aren't purchased all that much, those usually become the more collectible. So, um, yeah, and it depends on how many of these decks they made. So, anyway, but this is a great video that I made, and hopefully you all will enjoy this video. Those of you that are new, please subscribe, and yeah, I mean, if you watch my videos and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It would help my channel grow. So I'm not asking too much for that. All I'm asking is for my channel to grow. So that's all. And I'm probably the only guy on YouTube. Well, I should take that back. I'm one of the only few people on YouTube anymore that's doing YouTube for fun. So, those of you that want to be mean in the comments and say, bro, you need to get a job or something, get a better job than this. I'm only doing this YouTube stuff for fun. As you can tell, I don't monetize my videos at all because it's purely for fun. So, and I also want to share my playing card deck collection around the world, show it off. I'm only a beginner at collecting cards, so that's all I gotta say. Thank you, and see you later.